going right through essentially the northern part of Ottawa County and then lower Muskegon County. So Grand Haven, let's call it about 4 to 5 minutes. There's a very clear signature that you see on here. It's sort of a comma or a bow signature. This is where we're going to go with live Doppler radar. Whenever you see this, this always tends to suggest the opportunity for damaging winds, and we have several reports to confirm that. Most recently, about 56-mile-per-hour winds at a Portage. I will tell you, in Mishawaka, Indiana, 55-mile-per-hour gusts reported, hail the size of about 0.9 inches in diameter. That's fairly large. Here's our warning right now, including Cassopolis, Dowagiac. It's in yellow at home. You see the signature here with real heavy rain, a little bit of lightning on the east side of the storm. Storm motion northeasterly at about 45 miles per hour. So bare minimum, we could have gusts 45 miles per hour. There's one area just on the north side of town. Again, we're drawing a really large storm track here. Let's talk hail for a moment. Several pieces of hail and Sturgis in the palm of Greg Ballard's hand. Greg, thank you. All we're saying is Wednesday's better than Monday and Tuesday. I mean, that's not a broad statement. We're not leaping off the bridge here.
No.
I will never criticize a day of the week again because I haven't heard the end of it.
It's true you haven't.
Well,
sorry.
Sorry, dude.
It's all right.
That is a beautiful stretch. That means you better have your pool ready.
And invite us.
Yeah.
Please.
Or your beach bag packed. That works too.
I can bring some appetizers.
Some SPF, perhaps.
An umbrella if I have to.
There you go. Jeff, thanks so much. A Greek Fest is now underway in downtown Kalamazoo.
I wake up before my alarm goes off. Oh, I got ugly looks. I'm just telling you, that's what happens.
Whatever, dude.
Blank
So, what, are you
stare.
so excited to be here? Hey, awake already.
I'd rather
out of
stay
bed.
asleep. It just happens. I don't know why it happens.
Can't hold me down. I got to seize this day. Kirk Mason. Woo. I hope you're hungry.
We are.
I hope so.
Are you a sweet or a spicy guy, Jeff?
I'm a sweet guy. What about yourselves?
Sweet guy. I like a little bit of heat. What about you?
I like some heat, and I've heard you are not a sweet guy.
Be more sour than sweet, Jeff.
Andy, come on. Here we go. We're going to zoom into Lake Michigan.
Right here is wet. It's a lot of lake. It's a lot of lake. This is about 63 inches of lake, 64 inches of lake. It gets deeper up here.
Our severe weather bug, lower right portion of your screen for our severe thunderstorm warning, Allegheny County until 1 p.m. We're checking in with live Doppler radar. Here's the yellow polygon at home outlining our warning just near and north of South Haven and then stretching towards Allegan, M89, then up towards Wayland. Storm motion is absolutely terrific, 60 to roughly 70 miles per hour. So we'll draw our storm track with that kind of assumption in place right over the polygon. And the concern here is that level of wind could come down toward the ground during the storm. That's why the warning was issued in the short term. Here's where it's going. Pullman, Bakersville, Bravo by roughly 12:15. Dunningville, Millgrove as we hit about 12:20, roughly 12:23. Show you a few other storms that we're following. Not triggering warnings right now, but still fairly significant. There's another one just south and west of South Haven. Same kind of storm motion here, and especially right at the friction-free lakeshore surface, we could have a slightly better chance at seeing some of those 60 to 70 mile per hour gusts coming down. So again, we're drawing an extremely liberal storm track to account for the terrific motion with these storms. Short term here, Crystal Beach, 12:20. South Haven, let's call it 12:22. Well, future radar trends take that line of storms into downtown Grand Rapids just beyond 2 p.m. I would expect maybe their arrival to be a little bit sooner than that, based again on their forward motion. An enhanced risk for damaging winds, this courtesy of the Storm Prediction Center, a significant threat. Rarely do we see this for West Michigan. So number one concern, damaging wind gusts 60+ miles per hour. Second would be large hail. Third would be the opportunity for maybe an isolated tornado, and that risk coming in at about 5%. Remember, heavy rain, flash flooding, that all also on the table. Let's track storms hour by hour. Here we are at 1 o'clock. Notice the clusters. Here's one in Montcalm County at 3. When you see these little segments, bowing segments tend to suggest wind damage. There's another one on the Allegan-Berry County line at 5. I think there's going to be a small break. And here we go, mid to late evening with round 2. These storms firing ahead of the actual cold front. By the way, that's still well to our west. Here's their configuration at 8:30 in Kalamazoo. Maybe triggering a warning. They blow through the I-94 corridor at 10. I think a few residual showers from midnight and beyond makes sense. At that point, Of course, they would not be severe. So let's do mop-up duty on our warning. Allegan County, severe thunderstorm warning till 1 p.m., 60-plus mile-per-hour gusts, 1-inch hail. I don't have any confirmation of hail at the moment. Okay, behind this complex of storms, there is a large rush of wind. That has been confirmed in Wisconsin and the northern plains earlier this morning. So that will generate rip currents at the lakeshore. No swimming today. In fact, let's just carry that all the way through Tuesday morning. So severe thunderstorms, a number one headline, damaging winds, hail. I think in between our rounds of storms, we could briefly see the middle, maybe upper 80s. Early shower for your Tuesday, and sunshine really sets the scene through Wednesday. I'd take Outside Live for a moment. Thanks to our crew, we're in Saugatuck, where a camera's shaking. You can see some of the winds out ahead of our storms that are just to the south and west of Saugatuck. Let's show you this complex again. Here's a line coming out of Wisconsin. Now, the lower flank actually weakening over the last hour. Honestly, that's great news. Confidence in storm for the rest of today, 70%, just 20% tomorrow. Very quickly, we'll look at your temperatures. We're rising to near 80. Our dew points are now around 70, if not higher than that. So moisture-laden air, easier to lift and convert into rain and clouds. Fog right now at times in Holland. Okay, let's put everything together. Remember our warning in Allegan County for about another 45 minutes. If we have additional warnings and we think we're going to go under a watch, you're going to know about it. Our severe threat ending at midnight tonight, 66. Consumers Credit Union 7-day forecast. We get a chance to sort of collectively catch our breath tomorrow and Wednesday. Another round of rain on Thursday concerning our recent rainfall that we've had of late in our high rivers, so we'll keep our eyes on that. But in the short term here, really watching the potential for those damaging winds through about midnight tonight.
And the one thing is you just laid out, even if you get through a pretty nasty storm this afternoon in your neighborhood, wherever, doesn't mean it's over yet. Another batch coming in, right?
Yeah, it is a long, live, severe weather event, so stay with us.
All right, I know you'll be found it all day. Thank you, Jeff.